All right, iFocus Journal, August 15th, 10:51 a.m. Thursday. Still working out the kinks, trying to fine-tune each part of the engine. I watched a training on positioning, and it was pretty cool. He pulled up a clip of Steve Jobs giving a presentation on when he introduced the iPad and how he perfectly positioned it between the iPhone and the laptop computer. The iPad sits right in the middle. That way, the customer, the prospect, the audience can see exactly where that product falls. So after going through that, it made a lot of sense. So with iFocus HQ, I feel like I know what it does and it's extremely powerful, but like if you hear like, oh, so what? So I'm working on my positioning, trying to fine tune that. So now I'm thinking I position it between stand store and school, because it's the best of both worlds. It combines both of them for less, plus more for less. So it's ideal for digital entrepreneurs, specifically someone with a stand store who has maybe a link in bio and some digital products, but they're capped with how much they can really grow. Say they want to start a community. Say they want to offer courses. They would have to get an additional software to do that. And that's kind of annoying. And it's double the price. With iFocus HQ, you can create a link in bio. You can create digital products. And you can create a community, free or paid, as many as you want. And add courses as well. On top of all of that, the main point of it is online business automation software. Automate your entire online business. So most of these people, they get into content, digital products to create freedom. But then they end up spinning their wheels and building themselves a job. iFocus HQ allows you to create freedom through automations. Your business will run on autopilot. It goes from you just, servicing everything, answering DMs, answering emails, putting out content, to have an entire operation automated for you. But no one's going to see that unless it's positioned correctly. And now the messaging. So, and I had to identify a clear and painful problem as well. And yes, automation is necessary, but it's not like a pain, okay? So I'm thinking specifically for, people with stand stores or thinking about getting into digital products, maybe specifically, an ideal target avatar is someone with a stand store. They're already problem aware. They already understand the game, and they want to grow. A growth-minded content creator with a stand store. But realistically, it's anyone with an audience, and I'm thinking specifically on TikTok. This is where I was wrong, or I believe I was wrong in the beginning, at least, to get these early adopters on. I started with cold outreach on X, but for whatever reason, I feel like the people on X are already running an automated business because it's all like text based and email campaigns and newsletters, etc. And I'm not saying people on TikTok aren't, but usually on TikTok, they're creating videos and creating content, and a lot are just relying on ads and view count and the creator fund. And if they want to introduce a digital product, like they don't really know how. There's I guess a lower barrier entry to just pick up a phone and talk into it and whatever. And now these are just hypotheses, but it's what I'm thinking. What I'm thinking is people on X are building businesses. People on TikTok are just making videos, maybe with intention of building a business, but maybe less of a know-how. Maybe. And even if you do know how and you build a stand store, you can only do so much. And if you're growth-minded, you want to scale your business, you're going to want to look to your next software. So this is software that can grow with you through the life of your online business. You can scale and eventually maybe even sell. But that's hard to do with a personal brand where you're the face of it. You need to build a business. And to build a business, you need to install automations and AI, or you're going to get left behind. So I've been working on my positioning, which helped me work on my target avatar. Because at first, where in the beginning I was thinking, I had some ideas, and I was thinking to run the affiliate route. But people with the stand store are already familiar with, affiliate products as well. I believe you can get 30% recurring with stand. I even had a stand back in the day. So I think my direct outreach to people with stand stores will cover both target avatars. I'll narrow it to just that. Because even if they don't want to switch to the software themselves, which is highly valuable and beneficial, they can at least be an affiliate for it as a fallback or plan B. But another thing I forgot to mention, why I want to go to TikTok and video, is that to really press on a pain point, TikTok eventually may be canceled in the United States. Now, I don't know if this will or not, but a lot of people's livelihoods depend on that. And I'm sure they're going to put up a fight, but that's a fear. That's clearly a fear and clearly a pain point, especially if your sole income relies on TikTok. So you need a way to take the audience that you basically rent from TikTok into an audience that you own via your email list or community. And if you're doing that or not, you should start, because TikTok may be canceled. So that's another added pain that I can press on. Move them off onto your email list, into your community, and then create courses, and then automate the entire business through your digital marketing and online business, automation software. And if you don't have a product, if you have an audience and you don't have a product yet, you can just become an affiliate for iFocus HQ. So I'm trying to hit everything there. Comes with all the software that Stan and School has, and Kajabi. I won't confuse it. I'll just put Stan and School, because I think School's including courses and stuff now. Let's just hyper focus. That's the kind of target avatar we're going for anyway. Create a link in bio, create lead magnets, create unlimited landing pages, unlimited funnels, unlimited websites, unlimited courses, unlimited communities, free or paid for all of them. Add digital products, add physical products, add email or text automations, stay in communication with your audience, your clients, your customers, blog, newsletter, all ran in one spot. I mean, there's so much technology out there and so many different softwares, you get overwhelmed. You got to wear enough hats as it is as a digital entrepreneur. One-stop shop, all-in-one software for digital entrepreneurs. iFocus HQ. Online business automation software. Okay, so been narrowing down my messaging and my positioning, and I think we talked about it the other day. Also, the minimum viable growth engine. So I guess the front is still affiliates, but it's still just it's even down to just the offer. I don't know. So what I'm also going to do is now try to run ads. So I'm going to now make specific. I'm going to hyper focus my content on TikTok and video, pressing on the pain points of someone with a stand store looking to grow, because this will also be relatable to people who just have an audience on TikTok and want to grow as well. They'll get in before they have to make the switch, but the messaging will be exactly the same. That's another reason I think this works, and it may not. This is all experiments. This is a fucking giant experiment that I run day after day, but hopefully the experiments will get quicker and start bringing in more data. So create content. I'm going to use Russell Brunson's perfect webinar format to break down the false beliefs, because anyone can do it. I don't know where to start. Here's the software. Here's walkthrough videos. Here's a community, access to a private community of other content creators building online businesses with this all-in-one software. And then if you don't have a product, you just be an affiliate for this until you get your own product up and running. All good. And then you get a 7-day free trial to get everything set up before you even have to pay any money. So, I mean, and then I'll love to help you. I would love to help you. So I'm trying to create the most unbeatable offer that there is. Okay. So I'm going to take the content that works well on TikTok, move it into an ad, maybe use a perfect webinar setup, and then run ads to the funnel and see what happens. I mean, yeah, that clears that. Now, and I don't want to make a million funnels. I want to make one funnel and perfect it. So we're getting close. There's, a couple trickling in, but now let's narrow the messaging and increase the volume. And I think that was it. The other thing was, so I'm going through tweaking each part of the minimum viable growth engine, as you can see. So the front of it, my leads, so I had to narrow the positioning and the messaging to the right avatar. Okay, so the right positioning with the right problem and the right messaging to the right avatar. Okay, that's top of funnel. Then I want to also work on the output, like the content, the quality, etc., that I'm spinning back around. So obviously these videos aren't great, extremely low quality, no plan or agenda, but I'm just getting them out to get the reps in, to practice with the content engine, the distribution method, the automated method that I can plug right through iFocus HQ, that I will spin around and teach and show people how to do so they can do it also. One video into many or whatever. But I'm thinking maybe I start adding high value educational type content for this specific avatar to get organic top of funnel traffic as well, because I know I'm going to have to start improving the quality of these. But overall, I was able to schedule everything out, and I mean, it's not working great yet, but it works, and it turns one video into multiple videos scheduled for a day or two, and I'm scheduling them out into the future, leaving me free to work on my projects throughout the day. So that's my update. That's my goals. Update the positioning, reworked it. I mean, that's going to be work in progress forever. And each stage of the business, you got to work on your positioning too. This is my early stage. Get the earliest adopter, finest tune messaging that I can for one specific avatar that I can get inside their mind, speak to their problems, why they're doing what they're doing, why they need to switch because of some, what's going to happen in the future. And then start making great content for that specific avatar. It all comes down to the positioning in the avatar. That's the top. But that's why the back end of this is like all over the place, because I need to nail the beginning. I need to nail the beginning, the right person, the right problem, the right solution, the right messaging, the right positioning. And then if I nail that, everything funnels into that. Content, ads, email nurture campaigns, follow-up, partnerships, the courses that I create, the trainings that I create. So I feel like a fucking idiot sometimes, and I feel like I'm making no progress or like wasting time on meaningless activities, but like getting this right is key. Getting this right is key. I think Hormozy said it on one of his books, maybe offers. But where's the best place to have a hot dog stand? Is outside of a game with a ton of starving fans. Like, you can have the best product in the world, which I think it's up there, but if no one sees it, and even if they see it, are they in need of it? It won't matter. So you need to be in the right space at the right time in front of the right audience. And then you go from there. And then you can, because I want to be tweaking the funnels and like playing the game and like doing the split tests and like strategizing for the future, because I have a fucking ton of shit I want to roll out. Okay? But I can't do it until I get the first couple early adopters trickling in, giving me feedback, iterating on the product, and putting out, better quality content, of course, which will just compound over time. That's just going to be a work in progress. So that's it. I'll work on content. I'll get better at scheduling and going to narrow the positioning. But my next task, so maybe we'll check in tomorrow. I'll put an ad out. I'll create a video, make an ad, and then I'll see how it works on TikTok. Till then.